stock doTerra essential oil for stress and depression for teens. Now, I'd like to share with you, last February of 2018, where our family, my eldest was diagnosed with depression. And when we went to the specialist told us that actually for the counting, it's already 11/26 count for him, that we need to take medicine, antidepressant medicine. So instantly we were so devastated about it. And my husband and I says, maybe we can do something about it rather than going for drugs at this point, because he was 14 years old at that time. So I instantly said to the specialist, give us a little more months, maybe this we can work it out. And then the specialist told us, you have to be back in 3 months' time because you never know what can happen. And suicide could be the next resort to that. So, because we're seeing almost 9 out of 10 signs from him. Because the symptoms that we're seeing for him is, lack of focus, cannot sleep anymore, fatigueness is there, irritability, the unhealthy form of eating, palpitation, and we cannot, seems to be so distant to us. So immediately my husband and I says to the specialist that, okay, we'll take it from there and we'll just be back, but we're not taking the meds for him. So of course, when we went back, talked to him, I still remember, how he reacted at that time. And it breaks my heart because as a CA survivor, I don't want him to experience, the pain and, taking drugs and all the harsh medication. So I thought, well, okay, let's do a natural remedy. Let's do something at home. And, little that I know, because at that time I already been using doTerra essential oil for aromatherapy, and maybe for 2 months. And then so I told my husband, why don't we use doTerra? Because this is plant-based, this is natural. Maybe there's some oils that we can use. So that's the beginning of my journey, really. That's my why of pushing myself to this doTerra product. I have the Serenity in my home essential kit, so I read quickly on that. That night itself, was the store and saying, I'm crazy. So, without any words, I went to his room. I just diffused Serenity, and I put this Serenity, 2 drops or 3 with fractionated coconut oil. I put that at the bottom of his feet, doing the massage without any word at that time, and just to make that connection with him. And then I also placed it to his head because he was saying, Mom, put oil to my brain at that time, put oil to my brain. So I don't know what's really happening, I'm not an expert, but I thought, maybe I will do it empty approach, which is Mom's touch. So what I did was just put this oil with fractionated coconut oil to his, at the back of his neck, that's one. Here on the side of the ear, going to bed because he could not sleep. I could see his eye bags already, and I was worried because still awake at 3 hours time. I don't know what he's thinking. And then just diffusing Serenity because there is lavender to this anyway, and also ilang-ilang, by the way, that helps. So by diffusing it, I think he calms down, and without any word, I felt the connection. So I told myself, okay, maybe I should go back the next day again and do the same without any word at all. And I did that, consecutively 2 weeks. But between that, my next oil that I went to is ilang-ilang. ilang-ilang. Well, this one, it says there that it would help you not only with the blood pressure, the nervous system, because when you inhale immediately from this, I just, ask him to smell it direct to the bottle at that time, because I know once he inhales that, it goes immediately to the limbic system and, the brain directly, so it would relax him and feel a little, soothing feeling and not so more anxiety and irritability. In fact, I found out iterate, lack of confidence and self-esteem kasi yung issue niya at the time. So, even going to school, actually sabi niya, yung smell, it smells like, it's power-based. So, apparently ba yung smell talaga yun. But I told him this is effective and it would help you. Okay, so with ilang-ilang, what I do with this, of course, going to school, I know at that time, it's been a challenging time for him, lack of focus, yung concentration, and I noticed even yung self-esteem niya was so low. So, I just simply sneak out and drop this sa hanky niya, placing it inside dun sa pants niya immediately. And then before he goes at as early as 6:15 after him, I just place it at the back of his neck, immediately. So this works for him. It helps him do sa nervous system niya. I find it that good and effective. I've been using, so you can see it's empty bottle now, kasi I use this more. And even for diffusing, this is really good. Actually, 1 or 2 drops alone sa room niya, it's so nice. Ito, I actually use it. See? The next, what hooked me sa essential oil is the balance. So the next one is my favorite oil then. This is balance. The effect of this is grounding. So sa kanya, nakikita ko after school niya, dinidifuse ko to. Kasi it relaxes me. After school, nakikita ko parang agitated, sobrang fatigue, and tension. Always there's tension sa loob niya, not relaxed. So, dinidifuse ko yan. I provide it actually sometimes with lemon, pero this is really working for me. So, just taste this one. 1 drop. It works really good, but it would die. You can see very grounding effect talaga ng balance. And at the back of his neck then, in fact, this is also good pag exam niya. I use this balance. I place this sa bottom ng feet. It goes well kasi parang you're grounded and by the time doon lahat yung this is a direction. So, this is very effective. This is also good for diffusing. So, not only yung direct, you apply it clean. And pag medyo sensitive, you put fractionated coconut oil. In this case, my son's case, I add fractionated coconut oil doon sa back. Ito, neck. And also, gusto niya alternate serenity or balance. I put it at the bottom of his feet. Ginagawa ko every 2 weeks at the time. Kasi if, just to know, ang target ko nun within 3 months. That's what the specialist told me. In 3 months time, you never know what will happen. Baka mag-decide siya, of course. So, ginawa ko every 2 weeks. Then, that was February, March, and then came April. Nakikita ko may improvement. Nakikita ko nakakausap ko na siya. Parang, hindi na siya nagla-lock ng door palagi. And even sa school. Now, immediately after that, nakita ko in 3 months time, napaka-effective ng oil. Kasi I don't see the point of going back sa specialist para mag-take siya ng medicine. So I told myself, sabi ko sa husband ko, wow, in 3 months this time, what we were doing is just diffusing, no? We're just diffusing. I'm rubbing sa feet niya, bottom ng feet niya, yung mga oils na to. Imagine, it's better than drinking medicine. In fact, yung bonding pa namin na strengthened to this. So, the more I see the connection, the oils giving me more time to bond with him. Then, yung connection namin, he knows that this is for him, you know, whatever healing or yung focus niya, na-address. And around May, sabi ko, I think we have to share this. And in fact, I did. By June, nag-workshop na kami about this. Sabi ko, I can go and share this with the whole family. I said, this is our challenge. It's the issue of the family. And I said, oh, this is working, so I should share this out. And every time, ano ko, syempre as mom, I always take a picture of us together. And every month, I have a record of that. Lagi niya sinasabi, Mom, gusto mo lagi selfie. But I don't post it. It's only for my own file. And as I see it now, actually before I record this, I look at it and there's a big difference. I mean, I should go this fourth one, which is the power oil also. How did I was introduced this December of 2018, so almost a month, more than a month. Sabi ko, okay, what about elevation? This was introduced to me by who else? Michael, who happens to be, you know, doTerra general manager. In December, he was asking me that time, what brings you to essential oil? And I told him about our story. And then he said, have you tried elevation? Dr. Hill talks about that. It's something to help with the mental health. So I said, no, I haven't. I only have the 3 power oils. So eventually, once I heard that, December 1, I told myself, okay, I have to get the elevation. So elevation, this is a joyful blend. So I thought I already addressed yung sleeping issue niya, kasi may sleeping disorder. I already addressed yung pagiging grounded and all, kasi activated and may anxiety look siya palagi. May tension, that is balance. So more grounded na siya. With the ilang-ilang, of course, yung nervous system and all, minsan, always meron siyang palpitation. I was worried baka may hypertension na siya, and true enough, mataas yung blood pressure niya, and this helps. This is very powerful. And this, the elevation, gives him joy. You know, the smile on his face, he has dimple, by the way, so it brings back the smile in his face. So this completes elevation, and it has Melissa on it, you know, part of the ingredient. You know, this elevation completes my natural solution for the issue of anxiety, stress, and depression for him. So you by the name itself, joyful blend, this really makes wonder. It really works. At least this, not just strong shot, but at least a little of this fractionated. Goes direct, it then is direct to the blood stream. So when it needs, gets to the heart. So I think I mentioned enjoy from them. So what you have to do with this is fractionated coconut, a drop of elevation, basically the heart. And it penetrates, it goes directly sa heart. So if you enjoy, you know, the smell of it, with the Melissa, it's part of the and the lavender elevation, it's calming, it's soothing, and you feel positive. I think that's one thing. It completes my 4 power oils for stress and depression. I know it helps. We're on our 15th month now using the essential oil. Now, if you ask me whether I will stop or not, there is no overdose. There is no side effect of using this natural solution. So my take here is wonder if feeling niya ng positive, relax, calm, there's peace sa kanya. So, even if I travel, I just tell him, pull out the balance, spell the balance, forget the serenity, drop into the diffuser. How many drops, Mom? 3 drops. Or sometimes, he goes to my room, to our room, and then take a massage using his, sometimes ilang-ilang. So, it's now part of his system, and I'm glad I introduced it to him because eventually it goes, something he could share, friends, classmates, and generation to generation. So again, we did not use medicines or drugs for him. So that's what I'm happy about. And as a mom, it's so empowering having this from our medical kit, transforming our medical kit to essential kit now. So stress is being experienced by everyone. Traffic, work, sa school, so everywhere. Now, I think what's important is for you to have your tool, personal, even place it in your pocket, at home, your go-to. Now, you won't be worried about, I'm so stressed, and that normally ends up with you're getting sick, you don't go immune system, and you cannot focus. The good thing now is you have this empowering tool to address your stress, anything related to stress. And one thing that I am sure of is, my son will be using this continuously. He's been using this for more than 15 months now, and he is now dependent not in drugs, but with essential oil, like I do, like your mom. So I hope my story will help you with your issues on anxiety, stress,